Oh yeah, I didn't turn off
Hang on.
my notifications.
There we go. Now your teeth are like.
We're good. Except the light.
Does, turn it.
Except the light.
I just have triple chins and keep my head down.
Put it in. There you go. So that it's kind of like looking up at us. What do you mean triple chins? Oh, do you see this? I've been using this serum from Coors. It's only on this arm.
Wow.
I really think it's working, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like, woohoo. Hi, Christine. And so...
There's Mary Pat. There's Christine. There was somebody else. Katrina.
Hop it on right now.
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry. We're having a squirrel moment. Talking about my new body care stuff. I'm Edith Mary, in case you didn't know, if you're new. If you did know, I'm still Edith Mary. This is Sarah, who reads Tarot. And Casey, hi Richard, is over there taking notes at the moment. So give her a break. If you don't hear your name called, eventually we'll get there. We always do. However, last week we were on for almost 2 hours. And it is, I think I got home at what, 11 o'clock?
11:30.
11:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to, at 9 o'clock, we're going to call it quits because it was just a little bit too much for us all to work 2 hours like that. We're thinking an hour and a half is more than enough. And we realized some of that's because we were sitting around joking and laughing and having a good time. You changed my name? Okay, that's fine. A lot of people, it's the Catholic thing. Mary Edith is a 3-syllable name, where Edith Mary is a 4-syllable name, and people have trouble with 4 syllables. Plus, there's that Catholic thing of Mary whatever. So, no, I don't mind. I've even been known as Mary's daughter, so. Hello, Bertie, thank you. I did my mom's job. They didn't remember my name. I was known as Mary's daughter.
When you become a parent, you're that child's mom. You don't have a name anymore. I'm Casey's mom or Tristan's mom.
Yeah.
My mom was Sarah's mom. So
yeah, I remember we were in the grocery store in the card aisle, and I was at one end and Mom was the other end, and I yelled. I was like, "Oh, Mom, look at this!" Every eye in the house turned on me, and it's like everybody's name was Mom. So I am not going to try and read anything. I'm leaving that to what's her face, Casey, because
smoke from the
my eyes. It's the Texas cedar and mold is really getting to me. Hey, Krista, how are you? And I'm good. Sarah's good, aren't you?
I'm good.
Okay.
Life is good for now. One day at a time.
That's true.
Knock on wood. Okay.
Okay, so who wants to go first? Me go first?
You go first.
Who's first on the list, Miss Casey?
Karina Picasso.
Alrighty, Karina. Krista's mom is Betty. Have you gotten down that far yet?
I haven't.
It says Krista says, "Can Mom and I get a reading?"
Okay.
Krista's mom is Betty.
Okay.
Or Elizabeth, but Karina. What we have, the first card I have for you is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about listening, about tuning into spirit, getting in touch with your higher self. Then I have the Two of Wands, which is, this is going to sound strange, is getting out of yourself. It's knowing that you're safely anchored in your beliefs, but you need to meditate. You need to, for like a career, you need to go outside your home, outside yourself. Then we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about cutting through the crap and the getting to the point. It's brand new adventures. It's brand new paths and possibilities. So while you are while you're getting in touch with spirit and getting out of yourself, get to the point. Don't dawdle about it. There you go. Don't dawdle.
That's a new one. You mean dawdle?
Dawdle.
What's dawdle?
Fiddle fart around.
I know what
From
dawdle, you when you're dawdling, but dawdling.
From the East Coast, it's dawdling.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Okay. This was for Katina, right?
Karina.
Okay, Karina, the first one I have is the Seven of Boons. Ooh, that light. There we go. So this is saying you have many, many options, many, many doors that can open. The trick with this is once you open up one door, all the others are gone. So when you have your choices, take your time and make those choices good, because you pretty much got one shot at it. The next one I have for you is the Child of Visions. This is all, you like my cards. You should have to say. Half the time when I read, she's looking at the card I just put down. Anyway, the Child of Visions, this is saying get in touch with your spiritual side, your childlike side. See things from a more innocent, thank you, that was the word I was looking. Innocent perspective. Take a different look at it. Think of it in more of a childlike way. But at the same time, be careful of the people around you. This is the Liar. This is the Devil card. So while you're out there opening that door and seeing things from a childlike perspective, watch out for people that are trying to do you wrong. So not everything can be as good as it looks. Okay. Next.
Morgan Rodriguez.
Morgan Rodriguez. I'm like, what is a dog digging in? This first one we have for you, Morgan, is the King of Coins. That is someone who is satisfied, who has, it's not as blue as it appears on screen. I'm not sure why it appears so blue, but it's really not. It's about someone who has achieved a certain level of satisfaction and accomplishment in life, and you can take care of all of those around you. You can feed them well. You can, okay. I'm sorry, when I go silent, it's probably because I'm listening. The second one I have for you is the Two of Coins, which is about balance, about work-life balance, work-play balance, family, alone time balance. It's walking that tightrope of life, knowing that you sometimes have to juggle finances. You have to juggle your time. Really, she sees it as purple. I'm looking at it as blue. And then we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is, Morgan, don't forget to look at what Spirit or the Lord is giving you. Make sure you are paying attention and not just dismissing stuff out of hand.
Morgan, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Morgan, I've got the Five of Challenges. If you look at this one, he's a big ogre or a big giant. This is saying it's don't poke the giant.
Yeah.
That you're about to get walloped. So there's some strife in your life, and don't even go there. Just walk away, because it'll hurt you more than it's going to hurt them. So, and the next one I have for you is the Four of Challenges. This says, while everything is sort of in turmoil around you, stop and look, because if you look, even though there's prickles and it's cold and ice, there's a tree with bounty. So don't get caught up in all the harm and the turmoil around you. Look a little bit closer. There's actually good things to come from it. And the last one is the Eight of Boons. This one is using your own magic. She's actually spinning her own yarn. So while things could be a little turmoilish for you right now, know that it's in your power to make it actually better.
I hope that makes sense.
Yes.
Next,
All right, Richard.
Richard. Richard, the first card I have for you is the Tower. Things are changing, and they're changing rather quickly. It's one of those things where you may have to move suddenly, or the car breaks down, or the job goes sideways for a little minute or two. But it's temporary, but permanent. Permanent in that you can't unchange. Once that change is integrated into you, you can't go back to the way you were. Then we have the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins is about mastery. People seek you out because of what you know, and the person that you are, the knowledge that you have. So take advantage of that. Use those connections that you have to maybe help with that sudden change that's coming. But after the sudden change, we also have Temperance, which is about making you into a better person than you were before. You are refining and honing yourself, your personality, your spiritual life. So there's lots of things that are moving for you in a good direction.
Richard. Okay, the first card I have for you, Richard, is the Ace of Spells. If you look at this one, this is saying that it's all in your control. The dragon, without the dragon, the wand is nothing. Without the wand, the dragon is nothing. So you've got it within you to do what you need to do. You just need to focus on it, light it up, and get it done. The second one I have for you is the Ten of Boons. Tens are always the end of a phase. This is saying that if you look, they're all welcoming you in. You've already been on that hard, long journey, and there's peace and calm and family, plenty of food. This is sort of the calm. You've been there, done that, got through it, so enjoy it for a little bit. And the next one is the Nine of Spells. And this one's all about believing in your magic, setting your intention. She's actually, in witchcraft, you put salt around when you do spells. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's keeping out all the bad news. If you see, I don't know if you guys can see in there, see little eyes in the forest looking out. So she's making her own little bit of protection. So enjoy yourself, but keep up your guard. Next.
Christine.
Christine.
Yes, Christine.
Christine, the first card I have for you is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is be watchful that someone isn't taking advantage of you or stealing from you or taking the credit for something that is really yours. Then we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about you've accomplished a great deal, but don't be resting because there's more to do. There's more to go. You're not there yet. Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing for you, sweetheart. They're changing for the better. Especially if you call that liar. They're changing for the better. Which is good because 2020 sucked. Well, actually, for some people it did. Fortunately, I was still able to work, and so it didn't really have much of an effect on me other than I couldn't go out to eat when I wanted to.
Business-wise, money-wise, it was a good year.
Mm-hmm.
Close friends and family dying was a bad year. None of them were COVID-related.
Yeah, exactly.
5 for 5, none of them were COVID-related.
That 100-year-old woman that just died, they said it was COVID. And I'm like, I'm thinking it was old age.
Okay, we're moving on. Christine, I'm not going to argue this one. Christine, this is the Four of Visions. If you look, he's sort of melancholy. He's not paying attention to all the wonderful things going on around him. This is saying, stop feeling sorry for yourself and look at the gifts that are coming your way. Yeah, see, there's a dragonfly up here. There's a little kingfisher, both of which are very symbolic in the ways of like blessings and good things coming your way. So it's saying pretty much stop feeling sorry for yourself and look at the blessings that Spirit's trying to give you. The next one is, this one goes along with the one you were talking about. This is about taking note of what you've created. Now with this one, it's not that the man created the tiny little dragon, but he found it, he nursed it, the egg hatched, and they're all in awe of what you created. So think about what you've been able to get through and create, and take pride and joy in it. And your last one is the Three of Boons. And this one, sorry,
No, it's fine.
This one's about working with others. Even the smallest mundane tasks that get underneath your skin are important. Yes.
I never thought of that. Go ahead. You just gave me new insight.
You're very welcome. So, this one fits for what you've been doing. Okay, so Christine, I'm actually Christine's boss in another life, in this life, outside of witchiness. And this plays well into what you've been doing at work, Christine. It's the small, mundane things that make into a bigger picture. Hint,
Makes her life easier, Christine.
yes, you do, sweetheart.
When I was last year in my medical class, my teacher, he used to work at a what's it called, like a little clinic, and he said their receptionist was so just underappreciated because when someone walks into the door, someone calls, you are the first person they talk to. You are the person who they get their impression of the company from.
Yep. Yes, and they're probably the least paid and the most overworked.
Not least paid, definitely most overworked. But you know I love you, Christine.
No, I'm not saying she's the least paid. I'm saying any
Yes, usually the
any
receptionists
receptionist
are,
position
yeah.
is like the least paid.
But they're also the face. I'm the soul of my business. She's the face of my business. Or actually, the voice, because she answers the phone.
Exactly.
And like everybody loves it. It was like, oh, you're a
Okay.
receptionist.
I could see how they would say that.
Okay. Who's
Unless-
next?
Mary Pat.
Mary Pat.
Mary Pat, the
Oh.
first.
Hold on. So, because it was Mary Pat and a few others. So, for those of you that have friended me on Facebook and you've done the Sarah Neal kayaking, wrong profile. That's actually, I do that just for kayaking. If you're looking for the Sarah Neal that does, or the Sarah that does this, it's actually under Sarah Lynn and Casey Lynn. So, for Mary Pat and a few others that have tried to friend me, I haven't accepted it, not because I don't want you as my friends, but you're on the wrong profile. So, if you look for the Sarah Lynn, it's got an owl flying on it. It's one of these cards. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was a candle.
No, the Sarah Neal kayaking is a candle in remembrance of Dan, who passed away. My
got
spiritual one, the Sarah Lynn one for stuff like tonight, has the owl. I'll find it in a minute.
Okay.
So go ahead. Sorry, Mary Pat.
Did you get Tina?
Oh, you just put up.
Yeah, I know she did. I was just sneaking. Mary Pat, the first card I have for you is the Page of Coins. If you've been working on a new business, now's the time to put it in effect. Get it going. If you've been kind of like a little slow, get your plan together and get moving, because now's the time that you need to push forward with things financially, with your business. And here is the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins is a woman of means. She's in charge. She doesn't need anyone else because she can do it herself. And then we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is overflowing emotions. It is abundance. It is love. It is all good things coming to you. It is moving in a new direction.
Okay. So if you're looking for me on Facebook, I found the picture. That's the profile picture that's on my Facebook under Sarah Lynn. So there. Okay. Now for Mary Pat, the first one I have for you is the Nine of Boons. If you look, she's living in her own right. She's got her little butterfly-looking friend there. She's got everything she needs around her. She's comfortable, but also notice she's sort of alone. So she's standing in her own right. She doesn't have to have all those other people around. So enjoy your time and connect with yourself. The other one I have is the Lovers. And this is more, it could be about love and romance, but a lot of times it's more about contracts and agreements with other people. Choices. So, what was it? It was saying something when you said something and I lost it. No, you're fine.
Please don't hurt me.
So watch out. There's going to be more options, more choices coming your way. And the last one is the 10 of challenges. 10 being the end of the phase. There's something that was happening in your life that's over with. It's done. Let it go. It's been beaten. If you let it go and move on, that's when this one comes into play. Just keep moving and you'll enjoy this one. So. Okay. Who's next?
Birdie. But for Mary Pat, your boyfriend, is that who wants a reading? Or
No, yeah, clarify what you meant by.
Yeah. Are you talking about the reading was about your boyfriend or your boyfriend wants a reading? In which case, we need his name. Anyway, Birdie was next?
Yes, Birdie was next.
Birdie, I have for you the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is about choices. Which one, Mary Pat?
Both.
Yeah, a little clarity goes a long way. Birdie, the card I have, excuse me, is the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is about having choices. Choices you may not have thought of. Choices that may seem ridiculous. But there's still a choice. Take a look at the things you would normally not choose. And take a look at those. And revisit choices, those choices, because you have the 2 of Wands. Any 2 is about choices, but this particular choice in the 2 of Wands is about choosing out there, like starting a business, getting a job, seeking friends outside your home. If that makes any sense. I'm sorry, somebody's trying to talk to me and I can't do 2 things at one time. I can, but...
Does it sound like a guy?
I don't know who. We have the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins is about nurturing, Birdie. It's about making sure you take care of yourself and others. You have the ability to get that warm and fuzzy kind of with people. Sorry. Weirdness has ensued.
No. Can you feel the heat in my hands?
Yeah.
Like it just now, my hands lit up as hot as fire.
Okay.
So sorry.
Finish Birdie's reading, then I'll tell you what that's about. So I hope that makes sense, Birdie. Be nurturing, and it's coming. Go wash your hands. Well, when you finish Birdie, go wash your hands.
Okay.
That was a little abstract.
No,
Talk about clarification.
So when I'm in any type of environment, I've done it many times with you around. My hands get very, very hot when there's a lot of spiritual energy. I feel more than, I'm blind when it comes to spirituality, but I feel my hands. I just don't see it like Casey does.
My mother's hands would get hot when the healing energy was coming up and she needed to lay hands on someone. As soon as she laid her hands on the right person and the healing left, her hands would get cold. So,
okay.
Anyway, go ahead.
Birdie.
Birdie.
So Birdie, I have for you the Four of Visions. This is the melancholy card. This tells you to, it's not as bad as you think it is. There's a lot of blessings around you. You just need to sort of stop feeling sorry for yourself and look around. They're there. Spirit wants to give them to you. He's like, here, look, look, look. Or she. You just need to look around and see them. The next one I have for you is the Liar. That's exactly what it is. It's the Devil card. So watch out for the people that are around you that may not have your best interest in heart. If there's opportunities coming your way, look a little bit deeper into them, because they may be good, but they may not be in your best interest. And the last one I have, dun, dun, dun.
Sorry, that's my text notifications. Somebody's trying to get a hold of me.
The Ace of Visions. If you look at this one, aces are always about having your control and your power. And if you look a little deeper within yourself, you're actually a queen. If you can see, she's got jewels and everything under. So sit with yourself, dive a little bit deeper, and find your inner queen, because it's there. So, you want to see that one?
Yeah, I do. Oh my goodness. That is a really cool card. I may have to just buy a set, just almost like personal readings. Because it's very difficult for us to read for ourselves. But this would be interesting. Thank you.
That's why, especially with these, I don't read for myself a lot, but I can read for myself with these cards.
Yeah. Interesting.
So, and it's partly because they're not like your normal deck.
No, they're really not, and that might be the same.
It makes
I might get more personal meaning out of it.
Yeah, it makes you think and go.
Mm-hmm.
Do me a favor, just go get me a rag with water on it, please. I don't want to get up and wash my hands necessarily. Is what I'm saying.
Did you get Billy?
Oh, just did.
Just did. She is so
spray.
on top of things.
It's in the laundry room. The spray in the glass bottle.
Okay. Krista's next, I think.
Krista. Thank you and your mom, Betty, both of you, for tuning in tonight. That really means a lot to us. The first one, Krista, that I have for you is the Chariot. The Chariot is about using your will to get somewhere. You need to be spirit guided and, go through prayer or whatever that you need to get in touch with spirit, get their advice, take the back seat to spirit, but you also can at any point take charge. Is it helping? And then I have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is, you've got a lot going on, but you can handle a little bit more, whether you know it or not. I know your plate's full, but just remember there's always more to do, especially when one is packing. And then the last one I have for you is the Sun. The Sun the card is like it's like the universe is praising you for what you've been doing and how you've been conducting your life.
Who is this for?
Krista.
Okay,
I'm
Krista.
usually the one that forgets.
I know. Well, I was busy.
I know you
trying
were.
to cool my hands. And
I know you were. Did it work?
No.
Oh.
Well, it's better. Okay. Anyway, Krista. So the first one I have for you is the Seeker of Challenges. As you can see, there's something brewing. It's the Black Knight. He's off the horse. He's standing there. He's ready for a fight. But if you notice, there's a white raven or white crow. That spirit having your back. That message is coming your way. The crows always. They used to be people could train them to talk. So,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The old wives' tale is you got to cut their tongue. You got to fork their tongue to do it. I'm not about to find out.
Well, no.
But they're very, very smart. They're the messengers from other realms. So while you're standing there getting ready, preparing for battle, what you're about to go into, remember to listen to spirit because they've got your back. The next one is the Six of Boons. So again, there's something coming up. It's going to be some challenges. If you look, she's sleeping in the briars and in the snow, but at the same time, there's bunnies. There's a little bit of comfort in what you're about to go through. So don't think you're all alone. Spirit's got your back. You'll have friends there for you, but it's going to be a little shaky. And the last one is the Eight of Spells, which is the one that's on my profile. This one almost never comes up. This is one of the few
I noticed
cards.
that, yeah.
But this is about owls always have spiritual messages. And usually when you see the owl, they're coming hard and fast. So while you're going through all this, sit back, meditate, and listen, because they've got a lot they want to tell you to help you get through it. There you go.
Well, when it comes down to it, Christine, everything is a flesh wound. Get over it and get moving.
Yes.
Even if when you're missing both your arms, you just got to kick them.
Yeah, you do. You still got yeah, exactly. Betty, right?
Yes, Krista's
Okay.
mother, Betty.
That's interesting. Betty, for you, the first card I'm pulling for you is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is about you have so much to offer. You have there is a depth to you no one's ever seen. There's a place kind of like in you that only you've ever been. You hide yourself away a little bit in that respect, but it's if you let people in and to see the beauty of who you really are, you'd never spend another day alone. You have so much to offer. Your life is overflowing, whether you know it or not. The second card I have for you is the Nine of Swords. That means don't worry about it. You're spending way too much time worrying about things you can't control. Life will be a lot easier if we just stopped. But we also have the last card I have for you is the Devil card. It's like you seem to be torn, going in two different directions. You seem to be at odds with yourself, or someone is trying to pull you off your path, or pull you away from those things you know are important. Betty, right? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Betty, for you, I've got the Ace of Challenges. This is the White Raven. Ironically, that was on your daughter's shield for the Black Knight. This is saying that make your wishes and desires known. He's got the arrow in his mouth. Once you set your goals and set your plan and you've got to focus, Spirit will get it done. You just need to know where to point that arrow. The second one we have is the Four of Spells. This tells you that, you've got a good foundation. Four being like the four center, or the four pillars on your chair where you can sit nice and comfy. But if you notice, they're sort of enjoying, they're going out to a party. Enjoy yourself. You don't have to go wild and crazy, but this is a time to reap your rewards and enjoy, have a little fun, a little self-love, self-care. And the last one is the Seven of Challenges. So while you're having the self-love, self-care, watch out for the people that might be like, oh, look, she's not paying attention. I'm going to take whatever. So enjoy, have a good time, but just be careful because there's always those people trying to connive behind your back. We all have those people.
Yes, we do.
Hope that helps.
Whether or not we like it, we've always got someone who's not on our side. Next.
Katina.
Katina. My mother loved that stuff.
Nesquik.
Yeah, that's quick.
Awesome.
That is all she drank for chocolate. So maybe my mom is here, since he's having a glass of Nesquik.
I don't know, he's just a teenage boy who loves sugar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did the sugar-free.
Yes.
You're very welcome, Krista.
I wouldn't say it's sugar-free. Sometimes people put that, but it's got like such a low amount of sugar that it can't be counted as like having a sugar. What? Okay.
Who?
Don't worry about it. Who?
Katina.
Sorry, it was a brother-sister thing going on over there. Katina, thank you for reminding me. Katina, what happened this past week? Something happened to you this past week that made you have, this is the king of, see the color here and then the color up there? It's weird. I wonder if it's that.
The light?
Yeah. Well, Casey, play with the light in a second. This is the king of swords is all about transformation, being a better person. Something has happened, I bet. And I'm wondering if maybe you didn't, someone came and talked to you. You may not be aware of it, but it has changed who you are. There was some seminal event that happened this week. Then we have the Six of Swords. Sorry. Yeah, too many people listening. I'm trying to listen to too many people at one time. So the swords is this. The Six of Swords is about a spiritual journey. It is about going to a higher place, going to a better place. We're not talking dying. We're talking like vacation. This would be the spiritual. This would be like a spiritual vacation. Then we have the Temperance card, which is all about patience, honing yourself, nurturing yourself and others. So while you have stuff going on and changes happening, don't forget it's all about making yourself into a better person.
It's really loud in here, isn't it?
Am I talking too loud?
No, like, it's just too loud. Like, you can
There's
say
a
you're
lot of
listening
energy.
to people talk and everything. It's loud for me.
Okay.
It's like static buzzing. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, there's a lot
Just sounds
of
normal
stuff.
to me. But it also could be that your senses are a little more heightened right now.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like I've been listening to somebody. She's had the energy in her hands. You're hearing. It's all kind of like a symptom of the same thing.
I forgot.
Tina.
Okay, Katina, I have for you the Ace of Challenges. This is the White Raven. Like I said before, it's about setting your intent, and Spirit's got your back. So the arrow's ready to hit that target. It's ready to hit the bullseye. It just needs you to decide where that bullseye is, where you want to focus your time and your effort. The next one I have for you is the Two of Spells. This is about choices. It actually, when we're doing a full reading, it's choose another card. I don't know if you have it. Yeah, it literally says choose another card. So
Actually, some of the tarot cards will come with a 79th card that is blank, which means possibilities and stuff like that. So yeah, or choose and again, yeah.
So for this one, because we're doing the 3 card, it means you've got choices. Just look. You may not think you do, but look a little closer. You've actually got choices. And your last card is the Ace of Boons, which is about looking a little bit deeper and taking... There's a choice that doesn't look as promising as it actually is. This card, it's actually a frog stone that he has, which is a very ugly stone, but it's a stone that shows if you put it into poison, it'll actually, or a drink that has poison or any type of, it'll show it. So with this card, when you're looking at your choices, there's something that doesn't seem as promising as it actually is. So look for something that's, it may not always be your first choice, but there's something out there for you that's actually a lot more promising than you're giving it credit for. Yes.
Hope that all makes sense, because it doesn't
does.
always does. Yeah. Who's next?
Tina.
Tina. Tina. We have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is Spirit's got your back, but you're still in a battle about something. It's kind of like the wolves are still at the door. You don't need to worry about it so much because Spirit's there, but it's not quite done and over with yet. Then we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is you have an escape. You have a way out. You just have to look for it and know that once you figure it out, once you make your decision, you can, Spirit will take care of whoever's behind you. And then we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about joy and happiness and kids and home and hearth and all the wonderful things from the past. It also might be someone from the past is coming back to, I don't want to say haunt you, but coming back to visit someone you haven't seen in a long time. Who is it? Katina?
Casey's
No.
not here.
Casey left us, and now we have totally
Hold on.
lost. No, it wasn't Katina.
Tina.
Tina.
I can read from afar. Tina.
Yeah.
Okay, Tina, the first one I have for you is the Five of Boons. This one says, yeah, it's hard, it's cold, but look around you. There's actually food right behind you, and there's a path out. You've got options. You just need to focus not so much on the strife and the hardship, as well as the options that are there for you. The next one is the Nine of Challenges, and this one's about if you step out and you get it done, you do it, then you're not going to find yourself stuck and scared, hiding in the corner at night. This one's all about intention and getting off your duff and making those hard movements, those hard choices, so that you're not stuck hiding. And the last one is more choices. Seven of Boons. It's the Door card. So you've got a lot of choices ahead of you. You just got to look for them and figure out which one you want to take. This isn't a jump to conclusions card. This is a take your time, pick that one right door, because once you pick one door, all the others go away. So you've got options. And those options will help you get through, but you've got to do it. They're there, you've got to do it. And once you do it, there's only that one. There's no turn around going back.
Okay, who's next?
Mary Pat's boyfriend, Joe.
Mary Pat's boyfriend, Joe. Okay, before we... Casey?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Change the color temperatures on the... No, that's the intensity.
Yeah, that's
first
the
one.
intensity. Yeah, no.
Wait, no, go, cycle through it one more time. One more. That's the one we don't want, because my cards all turn out blue. Next one.
No, that
that one's
turns
worse.
blue.
Okay, go back. Well, just keep going.
That's yellow.
Yeah, it's kind of yellowy.
We look
Although
like,
it's not too bad.
I look like Willy Wonka's. I look like Trump. I'm looking like the Willy Wonka, you know, the Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, the Oompa Loompa.
Oompa Loompa, Mom.
Click it one more time. There we go.
Couldn't think of
Okay.
Oompa Loompa.
So the first one I have for you is the King of Coins. The King of Coins is you've achieved an awful lot. You got there through an awful lot of hard work. But it's just, don't think it's over. The hard work is still there. It's just easier to do the hard work now, if that makes any sense. And then we have the Tower for you. The Tower is all about change, transformation. It's coming fast and furious. It's like you'll wake up tomorrow and something will have happened to make you go, oh Lord, life will never be the same again. And then we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is about transformation, cutting away all that junk in your psyche that you don't need anymore. That is a way better color. And getting to the point, transforming yourself, because it's coming whether you like it or not. That change is coming. You might as well go with it.
Miss Christine says you look, you're too pretty to be either Oompa Loompa or Trump.
Why, thank you.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Sorry. We had a squirrel moment.
Okay. For who?
Joe.
Joe. Okay, Joe, the first one I have for you is the Six of Boons. This is a card about going through something hard right now. If you look, she's in the cold, she's in the briar, she's curled up with not much clothes. But she does have friends around her. So, yeah, it's a tough time, but there are people there that are there for you. The next one I have is the Six of Visions. This one says, you know, dream big. Things may not be going great right now, but they could be. So dream big. If you look, she's in there, she's reading books, she's got all these cool, she's got a little elf, and she's got fairies, and she's got an owl. So this is all about stepping back and dreaming big. And the next one is the Seven of Visions. And once you dream big, stir them all together, marinate them in a pot, and then pick that one. You'll come up with some great ideas. If you let your mind just go with it, you'll find that one. You're like, oh, that's where I need to be. That's what I should be doing. That's what this card is. So things are a little rough right now, but open up your imagination, let things flow, and then you'll find that one where you're like, this is what I should do. So hope that helps, Joe.
All right, next and last is Billy. If we have not read you, Billy is the last person. So if you've not been read already, please put it in the chat, and we'll put you on the list. But last one is Billy.
Okay, Billy, what I have for you is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is about going for it. You've got to go for it. You've got to grab it and run with it while you can, because whatever opportunities are coming your way, that one's only going to come once. And if you miss it, the consequences could be dire. You just do it. Because this is the world, and this is about, you've come to the end of a phase, start making those plans for your next phase in life. Because if you just go for it, life will be a lot different. And then we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is about... I just caught a glimpse of that text someone sent me. This is about listening to your heart, listening to spirit, because there's so much, Billy, that you have to offer. Just grab it and go with it, and listen to your heart.
Okay, Billy, the first one I have of you is the Weaver of Spells. If you look at this lady, she is enthralled in her own magic. She knows she's got the power. You've got the power. You just need to be able to accept it and enjoy it. The next, yes.
No, actually.
The next one I have for you is the Six of Visions. This one had just come up. It's the idea, same idea. Sit, meditate, dream big, and see what comes your way. Sometimes we get accused of being in la la land is a bad thing, but a lot of good inspiration comes from those that dream big. So, and the last one is the Seeker of Challenges. She was saying, just get off your duff and do it now. This one is, he's ready for battle. You never see a knight just sitting back, especially when he's in all of his battle garb with his horse off his horse. He's not just sitting there going, oh, maybe this won't happen. He's ready to go. So this is for you very much a let's go, let's do, let's hit this full force, go into battle, swords a swinging. So, okay.
That is the last person on the list for readings.
Unless Brenda Tate decides she wants one.
Yes.
So. So I'm reading from a distance, so it's kind of like,
It's nothing.
Yeah, huh? Reading from a distance is nothing?
No, it's...
You may be
Okay.
2020 next week.
What?
Yeah. So if I'm not here next Wednesday, it's because I might go in. I have an appointment tomorrow to see if I'm a candidate for LASIK. And if I am, they do the surgeries on Wednesdays. So I'll have 20/20 vision, but I may not be able to see very well for a few days.
For a couple of days, yeah.
So if I'm not here next week, Casey will be taking my spot, and it'll be Edith, Mary, and Casey the whole time. And I'll be back the week after without having to wear glasses that, if you see, we get the circles on, the rings on. I have to keep my head down the whole
I miss
time.
the glasses. I grew up with your glasses.
I know, I won't recognize her.
Me neither.
Darn, I'm so sick of them. So.
I remember like
Okay.
2 years where she just wore like contacts, and it was so weird.
It is what it is. I'm sick of glasses. Okay,
I can
ladies.
understand that.
Oh, Brenda.
Oh, Brenda
Okay.
does want to read it. Okay. And you're welcome, Billy. I'm glad it was helpful for you. Ah!
Make noise. I tried to shuffle quietly when
I noticed. I was just saying, that was what I was going to say when I thought, oh, that's inappropriate to say right this second. Was I never hear you shuffle.
I try to shuffle quietly.
Yeah. You're so thoughtful. We have the 5 for Brenda. We have the 5 of wands. It's about cooperation and working with people. Sometimes, though, in the effort to everybody wants to succeed, it becomes a cat fight. So you need to make sure that you are not participating in any drama around you, but cooperating with the group, if that makes any sense. Then we've had this card a lot tonight, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is about overflowing. It is about the love that's in your heart. It's about all you have to... Do they go out?
No.
Okay.
They're strictly inside.
I don't know, she just looked up at... Let me open the door.
She'll bolt right between your legs.
Oh, okay.
There's a cat by the door in case you're
It's
wondering.
it, yeah. It could be fairies. I mean, you know.
Oh, we had one go racing through the house. We opened up the back door and the front door this morning, let a cross breeze, and a white something went racing, like, I'm free! And we were like, okay.
Yeah, that happens at our house occasionally too. Oh, I lost my little friend.
Keep going, sorry.
That's okay. That was card 2. So card 3 is the 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands is all about getting out there. It's about taking your business out there. It is about doing business. This is a card of business and looking for your ship to come in. You got to go out and meet it.
Okay, the first one I have is the Weaver of Challenges. So this is about not getting wrapped up in everybody else's drama. If you look, she's made her little magic. She's put a rose prickly bush around her. She's saying, you know what? You can keep all your drama out there. So don't get mixed up in it. You can stand in your own right. You have your power to stand in your own right. And don't let them drag you into all their muck and mire. The next one I have for you is the 7 of Boons. This one keeps coming up a lot for me. Well, for everybody in my deck. It's about choices. And it goes a lot in hand with this. Because while they're trying to drag you in, you need to know you have a lot of choices to not get involved. In the way, once you make that choice, all the other doors close. But all their drama, stay out of it. Make that choice. Just stay out of it. I don't know what in the world's coming your way, but I keep hearing stay out of it. So, stay out of it. The last one I have for you is the Enchanter's Wheel. This is like the Wheel of Fortune in your guys' cards.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a spiral.
Yeah, it's a spiral.
Cool.
It's a mixture of, I'll turn it so you guys can see it too.
Wheel of Fortune and?
The Native American Dream Catcher.
Ah.
If you see, it's got the weaving
Yes,
through
it
it
does,
with all
yeah.
the different.
Yeah.
So this is about options, setting intent. It's about good and bad coming your way. It's just all sorts. It's not turmoil, but it's lots and lots of options. So, but then again, it's your choice, and stay out of there.
This could also be about not getting to the point. In a spider's web, the spider webs that go in and out of the circle do not have any sticky stuff on them. It's only this spiral one, or the center circular ones that have. So sometimes it's also about don't deviate, just go straight in, go straight to the point. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that can make sense.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Hey, you got something more?
You know, in all your readings today, like all of them before, you've never like picked a white raven, but like today it's been white raven, white raven, white raven, white raven.
Well, that was like the owl, which I have on my Facebook page. That one never gets drawn, and it was actually drawn tonight.
What's up with the birds?
Messages.
The
The
legend
Wheel of
about
Fortune
messages.
rarely ever gets drawn.
Yeah. So,
All right,
Okay.
so now's your chance to ask questions while we trade places with Casey and Sarah.
see you, ladies. I'll
I
be in the
didn't call you
background.
Stacy tonight yet.
It's good, but whatever's around here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It's intense,
I shall not walk by the door.
and the energy in here tonight is kind of intense and kind of
Chaotic.
yes.
Very.
Yes.
He needs to get thrown in the portal again.
Oh, I haven't seen mine.
It's a cute little setup. I don't know how we'd show them.
What?
I don't know how we would with them seeing the whole
Just-
thing.
Pull it in front of you. Easy.
I got it.
We're doing a little show and tell right now. Now you see, I need to go hiking with you so I can find cool
Casey,
stuff
you break my stuff.
like that.
And then I'm a child, so I break pretty much everything I put my hands on.
Oh, well, then what's my excuse? I'm an adult.
Or not her.
You're welcome, Brenda.
There we go.
But that's the portal we're talking about. So.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
my way between worlds.
Mm-hmm.
So, the outer side is a part of a tree that got eaten off, and it's a. You ever think of what are they? Hagstones.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Same concept, but
Same
with
concept.
wood.
Yeah.
And then it's sea. The big round globe is sea jasper, which looks a lot like
Globe.
an earth. It's got the white and the blue and the brown.
Cool.
So anyway, we can. Seems to bring a lot more.
That one
energy.
does not like to sit there. I didn't even touch it.
So anyway, thank you for tuning in so far. Who's first on our list for Spirit?
Spirits is Morgan, but she doesn't say for who.
Do you remember?
Morgan R.
I can't remember.
Okay, we'll go Christine for Frank, who died in 1976, or Walton 2004.
Morgan, if you're still watching, which I hope you are, could you please tell us who it is on the other side that you would like to speak with? And in the meantime, Christine, is Walt here for Christine? I heard no. I'm doing something for her. Hey, Kitu. Would that make sense?
I don't know. There's just a lot.
Hone in on it.
I'm kind of having a squirrel night. I'm kind of in my head, back and forth.
Take that spray. Put it on your hands.
Sprayed over you too. It's
Here.
not going to mess with anything here. It's specifically for meditation, opening doors, and protection. So,
But with that, it also gives you some focus. So sometimes we're having teachable moments. Sometimes when the energy is too chaotic, push aside the stuff that doesn't make sense and hone in on what does. Push aside, hone in.
do it.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, Christine, I'm doing something. I'm thinking he's building something for you. I see like hammer, nails, that kind of stuff. What do you get? You don't have to get the same thing I do. It'd be nice, but you don't have to.
You mentioned he's like building something for you, and I pictured like a little tiny like wood cabin. That's all I got was just like a little tiny wood cabin that he's working on. I don't know if that has any significance.
So a cabin, what does a cabin represent? Sanctuary, a place to go. A cabin is usually out in the woods, so it would be a journey, a spiritual journey. So he's preparing something. He's building on something for her to grow. Oh.
Hand me my phone.
Christine, check on your grandkids. And maybe offer to take them off someone's hands for a little while.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, it does. It really does. Can you see what I'm seeing in this particular case?
Yeah, he's getting ready for. He knows someone needs a break, so he's like, okay. He's like making like a nice calm environment for someone to go to. So maybe it's not her, maybe it's.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's adding on like another room to her house, sort of.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll compare notes later. You could move this way just a little bit more. I don't bite.
I might.
I think I'm in trouble. Who's next?
It will be Mary Pat for, boy, Casey, your writing stinks. Wally, August
Wally.
9th, 2017.
Is Wally available for Mary Pat?
Is that 2017 one? Yeah. He was there when I was writing down the names. They usually pop up when I'm writing down the names. I think we should like save the names till like afterwards. Cause it's always when like you first start writing down the names, they always like pop in and then they get bored and leave.
Call him back.
I get pretty annoyed if someone called my name. I came up like, hey, what's up? Nothing.
There is a difference between writing down a name for future use and calling them in because they shouldn't have left.
There's one person who's not.
So
leaving.
what did Wally have to say when you were talking, when he popped in, when you were writing his name down? And maybe you should take notes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
More work for the girl. So when you're writing down the name Wally for whatever, write it down. Wally, what did you say? Can you come back later?
Yeah. I'll tell you what else that might mean later.
Okay, so did Wally have a message for Mary Pat? Does he? Call him in and ask him if he does. Don't question it. Just give it back out.
Did you Wally World for some reason?
I saw it too. I saw it too. I'm so
All
sorry.
I'm hearing is just Wally World in my head. And
I saw Walmart myself. I saw Wally World. Actually, it was the Wally World from National Lampoon, whatever thing that was. Remember they were going to Wally World?
I'm thinking like, it's just like from some movie, but it was like
Yeah.
it was like an amusement park.
Yes, it was an amusement park. So apparently Wally wants to have fun, and maybe that is all to remind you to have fun. Maybe he would like you to invite him out some places to have a good time, like maybe go.
He was very childish.
Maybe
Very like happy and kind of go lucky.
take him to the park. Invite him out to the park. Just because they're dead doesn't mean they don't want to hang around and do fun stuff. So consider that, Mary Pat.
I wouldn't have that stuck in my head all night.
Who's next?
Birdie.
Birdie
For anyone or Sandra Jane
Jane Seacrest.
Seacrest.
Is Sandra available for Birdie? There is that woman in the yellow mohair sweater again.
I can't see a face. I can usually at least see like a face or some facial features. She has none.
All I ever see of Sandra is that fuzzy yellow sweater.
I was about to say someone's here, but she's not speaking.
Yeah, she never speaks. She never speaks. So Sarah, whatever her name is, I'm sorry.
Can you see her hands?
Yes.
What is she doing with her hands?
Like if someone was standing, she's kind of like, to me, she's like pitting them to her side, but they're kind of tapping. Like.
She's got something she wants to say.
I know, that's why she's her hands are just by her side, and she's just tapping her leg like crazy.
Well, Sandra, please speak up because we can't.
Use your words.
Use your words. We're psychics, not mind readers. There's a huge difference.
She knows sign language. She uses her hands.
She does?
No, you know sign language.
Well, yes, I do, but I was wondering because sometimes, even if you don't know sign language, sometimes you'll make a gesture that means something.
Yes.
So I was wondering.
Because I just did this. I never do this. What does this mean? Okay. I don't know. No, they're together. There's not making an O. They're together.
It reminds
well,
me
this one does it better than this one. See?
It reminds me of like those things you do in
Oh, it could be
school.
an okay.
Like those things you do in high school where kids would walk around like this.
Okay, whenever I see Sandra I see the yellow mohair sweater, and it's kind of like a high school vibe. And Birdie swears this is not Sandra, and they haven't. So I don't know. So Birdie, if that makes any sense to you whatsoever, she's here saying hi, and maybe she's doing okay, or that's what I would say.
Or the number 9.
Like a bird, like an owl, like your little card.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't she the one you pulled your owl card for? Maybe?
Don't even ask us to remember that one.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I hope that makes sense, Birdie. Who's next?
Krista for Michael Thompson, 11 of 14.
Okay, I had a question, Krista. Is it Rip is his name, or you were doing R.I.P.?
I think she's doing R.I.P.
That's kind of, so I would like to know his actual first name, please.
Oh, she was murdered.
No, the phone. Time.
Oh.
Sandra, oh, really? I don't know that I knew that. Cool picture.
Thank you.
Cool bag. Is that what you call it? Like when you bag an animal kind of thing? Would you still call it that? Okay. Anyway, I don't know that I knew she was murdered, Birdie. But she was giving me this, which means generally, because what I did was this. So maybe that's the double okay thing.
I think of like a horned owl when you do that.
She loved watching birds. So, since we're not getting, who?
Michael Thompson.
Michael Thompson.
11 of 14.
Okay, who wanted to know about Michael Thompson?
Krista.
Okay.
You know, like those flickering lights sometimes that people just hate when it's like a dark hallway and there's just that flickering light and someone's standing there and it's just kind of flickering so you barely get little glimpses?
No.
Really? Okay.
I have zero idea what you're talking about.
So, like, it's like he's standing in a room and someone's flicking the light real fast so you can't see
so
him.
it's a strobe effect.
Strobe effect, yeah.
Okay.
You can see him, but you can't see him.
So what does that mean?
I think he's caught somewhere. Maybe.
Caught somewhere?
Like stuck.
I'm not getting anything, so he's apparently coming through to you. So you're the one who has to translate what you see to Krista. But if he is stuck someplace and he's like only intermittently in the light.
Because it's like, there's a light, I can see my way out, blink, it's gone. Oh no. It's like
Does it feel like someone's messing with him or he's just in the wrong place?
Someone put him there.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Someone put him there? Why did they put him there?
I don't know. It just seems like someone put him there.
Ask, why are you in there?
With the flickering of the lights, I can't see him very well, and I can't, like, hear him very well.
Then shh and listen.
Ask him to leave the lights on. Because you can communicate better with the lights on.
You can read body language better.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see from about here down. I can't really see his face. I don't like when I can't see people's faces. I usually can, but I can't with him.
Well, there might be a reason. Is there a reason, Krista, why we wouldn't be able to see his face? Anyway, while we're waiting for answers from Krista and from the other person, let's move on.
He needs a candle lit. He needs to find his way out.
Oh, okay. Tell Krista.
He needs a candle lit. Just like a little white candle or something, because he just needs to. He needs guided to find his way out.
So the best way to do that is to light a candle in front of his picture.
Yes, he needs to find a way back to himself.
Cool.
Katina for anyone.
There was a man earlier.
Man with a motorcycle?
A bit more young, but not like too terribly young.
Like 8, but not 7?
like
I know, I'm pushing you hard tonight.
28, but not like between like maybe mid-20s to like early mid-30s. They're old, but they're not that old.
They're old, and the 17-year-old says.
The 17-year-old says mid-30s is old. Wait till you get to your mid-30s.
Hey.
Okay, so he's not a teenager, but he's not middle-aged yet. He's somewhere between a young adult and middle-aged, which would be in his early 30s.
Maybe a little bit older, maybe between 30s and 40s.
Between 30s and 40s.
It's something like that.
Okay, so what does he look like? Ask him to describe it. Ask him to show himself so you can describe him.
I'm seeing blue jeans, a white shirt, maybe like red, kind of red hair. Reddish, kind of longer hair.
The F sign, y'all, was showing. Also, it was showing as friends. Doing an F with both hands together. So this is friends.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, actually, this is friends.
Oh, okay. Well, she was saying that this was an F sign.
So if you bring this together, it's like you're joining. Like
you're joining. Oh, okay, got it.
So yeah, this is friends. This is good friends. But if you're doing this, it's like when you're bringing together, when you're joining. It's that same
concept. Got it. Okay, so people are not answering us tonight, so maybe they have left. So who? Which I can't imagine. That was for Katina?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you ask him his name?
He's trying to tell me, but I can't hear it. I'm trying, but he can't.
They can't.
I can't like hear it. I want to hear it. I'm asking him to say it a little louder, but he won't.
Okay.
Well, he can't.
So he's soft-spoken.
No, he's like, I just can't hear him. He's like almost yelling it. I just can't hear him.
Okay. So, okay. It's hard for them to sometimes come down to our level, and it's hard for us to move up. So that is the problem we're having tonight, is they're not coming down far enough that we can hear them
Oh, they don't
completely.
Want to.
Why doesn't he want to?
They don't want to because when we were sitting here, something opened up in our window. I don't know if it was outside or inside. And then
It was outside.
Outside. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. And then suddenly this big, like, man just walked right past the window. That's when I looked at it weird. And you're like, what? Because I like looked at the window like, what in the world? And he just stepped right in without asking permission.
I don't know who it is. My ex rode a motorcycle, but he's living. I don't know. I just got something about a motorcycle, so I don't know.
Oh no, it's a thing that came in. It's not human. I was like, what's your name? I'm not human. Don't
Did
worry about
you send it out?
it. Send what up?
Whatever it was that came in.
Been trying to.
Been
He
trying
wants
to.
to stay too bad.
He wants to stay.
I asked
Well,
him his name and he's like...
Unless he can contribute, there's no point in him being here.
Yeah, I asked him his name and he's like, yeah, you don't need to worry about it. I'm not human. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to be here either.
No.
So you have lots of untapped teenage energy. Get him out.
But he's interesting.
Be bold. He's interesting. Okay. Do we have any more? Huh?
What were you saying?
Do we have any more?
One more. Tina for Nathan Adkins. Died 7/17.
Nathan died, not Tina, correct?
This is for Tina,
For Tina,
who is still alive,
who is still alive and
who
wants
wants
to
to
speak
talk
with
to
Nathan.
Nathan Atkins, who died 7/17.
Hey, can you go check if the oven's off?
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
It is.
Oh.
Is Nathan available to talk with Tina? She would like to hear from you. Can you come forward?
I got like apples. Like something sweet, like a fruit.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense. I just got like the picture of an apple.
Well, this is going to sound a little strange. What I heard was, you can get it. What I heard was, no, I'm not available. I'm eating that apple thing you made.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I asked her about that. I was like, oh, did I leave that on?
Casey made little mini apple pies and apple empanadas or apple something that we haven't yet dug into. But apparently Nathan is here enjoying the apple pie
That's
that
why I
Casey
wasn't going
made.
to say anything. I was like, that's going to be so weird.
It is weird. This says, welcome to my world. And so, would that make sense that Nathan would like apple pie?
Or sweet things.
Because, he's here, but he's like,
He's busy enjoying food.
He's
At
like,
least he
I'm
likes
busy.
At least he likes it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're a good cook. We're at 17.
This one's...
I'll be the judge of that later. Tina, would that make sense? That he would be, like, hanging out, eating pie?
She put laughing faces.
They don't always make sense to us because that's so random. But there are... One thing in life I have discovered is this: there's rarely anything random. It is always makes sense somewhere along the line to someone. There's nothing random. There's no coincidence. There are no accidents.
Brenda Tate wants to know
Passed
if
about a
Angela
week ago.
Hicks Poindexter is available about a week ago.
Usually people who died so quick, so like soon, don't like to talk. I realized that. Even if it's like 3 or 4 months down, they don't like to
So why is that?
Sorry. So,
And have you called her to find out if she's willing to come in?
it's like, you know, those old phones when like you pick it up and then there's just the blank ringtone when there's no one answering.
The busy tone. Bzz.
Not the busy tone, just the no one's gonna answer tone. The aftertone. Oh.
He doesn't care that he's been murdered. Okay, this is going to sound... Well, I'm telling you, Mount Airy for 10,000 people is a hotbed of murder. I swear to God. When we die, we very rarely care how we died. We're confused because we don't know where we are. But it's like life just got a little easier in many ways because they're not in pain anymore. They've lost their attachments to things as a rule, not always. And so even though he was murdered, oh, look, you almost had it. You said mid-20s to mid-30s.
Yeah, 26.
Oh, that might be him.
And so the only people that really care, he just wants to go on with things and eat pie.
We must enjoy the good things of life.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that he didn't have so many good things in life that he's enjoying now. It's not that he didn't have a good life, but he's enjoying different things now. He's actually enjoying where he is and the condition that he's in. Because I'm seeing, he's just standing over there eating a piece of pie. I'm sorry. And so, you know, what is pie? What is pie when we talk about the American pie? The pizza pie. We sit down and talk over pie.
It's a comfort.
Sky in the pie. We associate pie with lots of different good things. And so him showing me that he's just standing there eating a piece of pie, he's like, oh, I've got the good life now. You know. So, and it strikes me as kind of like he was a jokester, maybe?
Yes.
When he was alive. So they're not going to stop doing that. Okay, I'm sorry, Brenda. I'm okay. Someone's waiting trial for Stephen's murder. That's what I'm getting. I don't understand the reference to 17.
I think she's meaning like 20 people were in jail for murder, and then once that trial passed, there's only 17 left.
Okay, well, Tina, that's just... Sorry about this, guys. It's falling off my shoulder. It just goes to show they come back in a way to let us know that they're okay. That is sometimes just a little weird, frankly. But he came back to tell you he was okay. Is there anything else?
I want to know if there's anybody here for me. There's nobody. Everybody else is done. So.
Okay. Now's a good time to ask questions while we're trying to figure out if there's anyone here for Sarah. Who's sitting behind your mom? Can you see the person sitting behind your mom? It's not a person, it's a thing. You get things.
It is that exact thing that was over my shoulder over there that came in from the inside. It is not human. It is interesting in a certain sense, but...
Is it her water dragon? Or this is a different dragon?
It's pitch black. I don't see... It was outside. It was big.
Okay. So why is he here? What's he here for? What are you here for?
I heard because I can be.
Same.
Holy crap! It's like because I can, and it was
You
low.
got the exact same
Katina,
words
thank
I
you.
did.
Yeah,
because he can be.
Because he can
be. So
I can take care
This
of. I can take care of this one.
he's for the lady. He's for your thingy with the ladies.
Yes. Why? I didn't say anything, but yes, he was like, yes, I can.
Okay, we'll take this one off the air then.
no, Katina, Stephen is not mad at you. They don't get mad at us the way we would get mad at each other. He wasn't there at the time that baby fell off the bed because he was off doing something else. He can't help that. Stuff happens. I hope the baby's okay, but stuff happens. So it wasn't, how do I put this? It's not, Stephen took on the responsibility of watching over the baby for a while, but that's not his permanent job. He doesn't have to be there 24/7 the way you do.
Yeah.
So he was off doing something.
Don't they have like a different sense of time than we do?
Yes, time is, it could be like 2 seconds over there and 4 years here. Or the other way around. So, he could also have been visiting those people in jail too. Trying to get one of them to open up a little bit more. That's all I have. So, unless somebody has a question that they would like to ask.
It's about that time anyway.
It is about that time anyway. She hurt
her mouth.
Okay.
It was real bad.
Yeah.
Oh, poor baby.
I'm very sorry about that. Arnica. If you take some, you can get it at the pharmacy or Walmart or whatever. Just rub some arnica across all that area. Just sort of like very gently rub it in because it's likely to be sore. That'll help her. Yes, Katina, to some degree, yes. But he can't be with her 24/7.
He's
not her mom.
He's keeping the monsters out of her closet. That's what I heard.
Yeah. So he's keeping the monsters away. That doesn't mean he is with her 24/7. And you're welcome, Katina.
He's protecting her spiritually, not physically.
Yes,
okay.
That's what
he
it
cannot
is.
do it
He can't do
physically.
it physically, but he's there guiding and protecting her spiritually. So
I think she's gonna have a really fun imaginary friend when she grows up.
Her Uncle Stephen.
Yeah.
I think he's an uncle.
Me?
I think. Anyway, thank you, Christine. We enjoy being here, all three of us.
yes.
And we appreciate you. We appreciate the opportunity to practice our craft. And we appreciate you tuning in every week and trusting us to do this for you. And I would like to personally thank Daryl, even though he doesn't like to be acknowledged for stuff, for letting me have his house on Wednesdays. So, do you have anything you want to say?
No, I'm good.
Okay. How about
Thank
you? How about thank you? Sorry, that was the mom thing coming out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I won't do that too much. I
Oh,
swear.
it's okay.
So, thank you so much, and we will talk to you next week. In the meantime, if you want a private reading with either the three of us, let me know, or go to the Sarah Lynn page or the Casey Lynn page. There you have it. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, wait, I'll click.
No, go ahead. You have like thinner, cuter arms than me.